Level 15.
Well, welcome to the second edition of the three-man weave. Alongside me, Damien Butch Smith. They've let us come back.
Well, we haven't actually aired the first show, but I'm looking forward to seeing that on the internet. But here's the second one right up in front of us.
Yeah, well, we'll get a few stored up and we'll put them on over the coming weeks. But we've got our, I suppose, our first special guest after we were stood up by Brownie last week.
Yes, again, Brownie did let us down, but I rest assured by the end of the year we will get him.
Well, the guy we got, he's no slouch either. He's the newly appointed assistant coach here at the Noosa Tigers. I just put his name in Google this afternoon and I've got a bit of a rap. 97-98 at the Murray Bush Rangers in the TAC Cup, premiership player. 99 at Western Creek in the ACTFL under Dean Laidley, former North Melbourne coach. Member of the ACT Team of the Year. 2000 at the Murray Kangaroos in the VFL and a Shepparton best on ground in the grand final, which that's no mean feat.
No, not that level.
And before he came to Noosa, he played at the Bendigo Diggers in the VFL, where he was runner-up in the best and fairest, played at Golden Square, where he was a captain of their club, and he joins the Noosa Tigers. As I said, this year as assistant coach, and we welcome Adam Bovalino to the show.
Thank you, Adam.
How are you?
Welcome, Adam.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, I must say, Molly, did you recruit Adam to the club?
Before we just go on with Adam, we just got to check what's happening with our other panellist, Pitsy. What's Pitsy doing there, Butch?
JP Pitts, he's got to come back this year. He's coming back for the third division. And he's hard at training. Pre-season starts tonight. And he's just getting one step ahead of the opponent.
Is that the big test he's doing?
He's been doing it for a fair while now. He's level 15, I think.
15, 14, that's a no mean feat. He still looks like he's going pretty strong there.
So we'll get back to him, Brett.
We'll catch up with Pitsy shortly. But yeah,
back on Mr. Bovalino here. Now, you're the one who recruited him to the club?
Yeah, well, I made the initial contact, going back, there you go, back in December 26, 2006. So.
Is that when you Googled him back then?
No, that was when he sent me through a bit of his details.
Oh, okay. And how are you enjoying yourself here, Adam?
Mate, I love Noosa, and probably one of the best football moves and lifestyle moves I've made. You know, people are great, footy's good, the weather's great, so I can't complain so far.
Now you've got a new role this year, assistant coach. You already got good leadership qualities as a captain. Can you expand on that as an assistant coach?
Yeah, I think I can. I think I'm going to have more of a role with the under-18s and the juniors coming through at the club with our buddy system that we have. And have more of a sort of a match day role, and being out in the ground as like an on-field coach. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, and it's going to be a big year for the Noosa Tigers this year, hoping to go one better. The word is you're going to be heavily involved in taking a lot of the pre-season. What can the players expect from an Adam Bovalino pre-season? Very little running and a lot of ball work.
Do you think that's something that's been lacking?
Yeah, I think we probably focused a bit too much on our fitness. A lot of the blokes are fit at the club. I think we need to polish up on our skills, which will let us down in coming finals time against Palm Beach.
Okay, now assistant coach is a very important role. Do you have anything other than the on-field? Do you have anything to do with the recruiting side of things?
A little bit at this stage. Yeah, I've got in contact with a few players that we're trying to get to the club. A couple of former players and a couple of players that played last year that look like that want to retire. I'm hoping they can stick around. So I've been in contact with them. And
can you give names, or you're just going to beat around the bush?
Nah, not at this stage, Butch. Yeah,
okay,
they're under wraps. So I mentioned you've played in a couple of premierships. Now the buzzword at the moment I think is premiership window. Is the premiership window open at Noosa? I think it's been open for the last 3 years I've been here, but we haven't been able to get over the line. So let's hope we can keep the core group of players we've got, and hopefully get that premiership we've all been looking for. Julian, welcome to the panel.
Thanks, boys. Good to be back.
How'd you go, mate?
Oh, low 16s. Yeah. Not bad at this stage of the year. I think in the mid to early 90s I was low 20s, and probably one of the fittest blokes along with George Gregan in Australia when it comes to the beat test. So I'll work pretty hard at it, playing thirds this year. So to start off with 16-2 or whatever, I'm pretty happy.
Well, you're renowned for your fitness when you did play back
years
ago.
Mate.
You've obviously maintained and kept it up.
But certainly have, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, three times a week to the gym and that there, and have a personal trainer on the other 3 nights. So, really enjoying it.
And you're never afraid to get your shirt off at the Roll and Rock, or the Reef Hotel, and swing it around your head on the podium.
No, I can't remember that. That's all the part of.
I was there with you.
All the part of being a quality senior footballer in Noosa.
tops off.
That's it.
So, Julian, you had a lot to do, or I suppose, with the appointment as Bova as the assistant coach. How do you see his role? And you'd be wrapped with the appointment.
I will get on a serious note now, and I think it's fantastic for Bova and for the footy club. You know, we're looking to go one better this year than Noosa Tigers, and no, thanks, mate. And you know, we've just got to. I think the most important thing, as I said to Bova and to most of you blokes on the three-man weave panel last time, that we've just got to try and keep that list. You know, the main thing is to secure the good players we've got here and try and add where we can.
Well, just on that, I mean, I wasn't at the function we had today, but the new full forward was flying up, Bova. Did you get to meet him?
No, I didn't. I had other commitments and I was actually sick during the week, so I didn't come to the function. But I did hear there was a full forward that we've been talking to. He's not the new full forward yet because he hasn't signed. We haven't got him a job, so I do know of him. I think I did play against him in the VFL when he played at North Ballarat. He's definitely got a great resume and he's kicked a lot of goals in other leagues. So, you know, if we can get players like him to the club, I think it's going to help us. You know.
Well, there's an old saying: a bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. Well, back in our day, it was a bird in the hand's worth two on the dance floor. We have got a great full forward here who's kicked 100 goals himself. Is there any chance of trying to, you know, concrete him in for the season before we go chasing another one?
I think, yeah. And who's that you're talking about, Butch?
The one that's kicked 100 goals.
Yeah.
There's only been one in the last decade.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. That's Hicksy, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Hicksy's a bit up in the air what he's doing next year. I think we just need to give him some space and maybe go and see him about a week before round one. And I think he'll be right to go.
So you're looking at a two-pronged attack there in the forward line?
Well, if you've spoken to Hicksy last year, I think he did want to move up the ground, but we didn't have other options to play full forward.
Yeah, that's it.
And you know, if we can get another full forward to the comp, you know, into our club, I think, you know, Hicksy might, you know, be able to go up and play that role he wanted to play. So.
I think Brendan probably too. I mean, in 2006, I think Hicksy won our best and fairest here, and he wasn't just full forward all the time. He played a bit up the ground and across half forward line and floated in as a half forward flank, and he was just as effective. And then he kicked a lot of goals that year too.
He's actually played the club where I used to play at North Ballarat, and they used him as a half-back flank there, and I think that's where he probably played his best sort of footy, running off. And his disposal, the footy's, you know, second to none when he's on the run. Just when occasionally when he's in front of goal, yeah, his weighted numbers gets him 100 goals, but at the end of the day, I think his disposal when he's running off that half-back line is brilliant delivery into the forward.
Well, I'll guarantee you one thing: he probably won't be playing the half-back flank at this club.